and welcome. You're looking live for the Chapter 6 check-in version 1 with me, your host, Mr. Goldman. And for the first time all year, the fantastic, the wonderful 6th period. Look how excited they are. Fantastic. Make sure to like and subscribe and smash that bell for notifications, everybody. All right. Okay, here we go. I can solve an inequality. Show all steps. I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. That makes 0. I have x is greater than -4. Woohoo. Subtract 12 from both sides. Goes to 0. 4m is less than or equal to 20. Divide both sides by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. M is less than or equal to 5. 5x plus 14 minus 2x is less than 44. Combine like terms first. So 5x minus 2x. 3x plus 14 is less than 44. Now we're going to subtract 14 from both sides. 0 pair. 3x is less than 30. Divide both sides by the coefficient, which is 3. And we have x is less than 10. There we go. I can graph an inequality. M is greater than 9. A lot of people did backwards number lines. Make sure your number line is increasing as it goes to the right. Increasing as it goes to the right, Deruv, not to mention any names. Open circle, because M is greater than 9, and I want my line is going to cover the numbers that are greater than 9. If I plug 10 in, that works. 10 is greater than 9. This is a little tricky. This is an interval. This is like -1 is less than x, and x is less than or equal to 2. Some people tried to add 1 to both sides and do some kind of funky stuff, but we're going to do both of these intervals on 1. We did a couple of examples like this in class when we talked about spending money at the mall and being tall enough to ride a roller coaster. Open circle over -1 because x is greater than -1, right? We can read these both left to right and right to left. So my arrow is going to go that way. X is less than or equal to 2. It's a filled in circle. It's going to go this way. And this, we just connect these circles. Right? Both of them have to be true, so your lines cannot go beyond that, right? X is both greater than -1 and less than or equal to 2. Here, a lot of people just threw a 12 on there and did that, because why not? I see 12. You have to simplify first. So we have 2n is greater than or equal to 4. Divide both sides by 2. N is greater than or equal to 2. So we have 2, 1, 3. Filled in circle, greater than 2. There you go. 3x plus 2 equals 5. You had to solve the algebraic equation. Show all the steps. Some people just started plugging stuff in. You can't do that. You can't do that. Really? Viewers at home, you can't see this. There's a bathroom required. In the middle of this exciting video? Okay. Yeah? If it's an emergency, go for it. I won't say the person's name for the viewers at home. We're going to subtract 2 from both sides. We get 3x equals 3. Divide both sides by 3. We get x equals 1. I'm not going to plug it in because I don't want this video to go on too long. But if you do plug it in, you will see that both sides will be equal. Thank you. They are singing the plug it in song. Minus x minus 3 equals 2x minus 6. I'm going to add x to both sides. Don't lose this minus sign. It's now -3 equals 3x minus 6. Add 6 to both sides. 3 equals 3x. That looks just like the last problem. 1 equals x, or x equals 1. Classic math teacher trick. Make the first 2 problems have the same answer. Everybody thinks they did it wrong. I'm going to combine like terms first. 6 minus 3 is 3, so I have 3 minus x, distributive property, everybody's favorite. Most common mistake in math, most common mistake on this test was not having minus 8, but doing minus 2. Now I'm going to add x to both sides, because that makes a 0 pair, and I get 3 equals 5x minus 8. Add 8 to both sides, 11 equals 5x. Divide both sides by the coefficient, and x equals 11 fifths, or 2.2, or 2 1/5. All right, how many possible solutions are there? Well, here, if I add 7p to both sides, I get 36 equals 35. There are no values of p that will ever make 36 equal 35, so no solutions. Distributive property, if you did it, you probably got this problem right. 4k minus 32 equals negative 32 plus 4k. These are exactly the same, right? We can add 32 to both sides. Those go away, and I get 4k equals 4k. Anytime both of your sides of your equation are exactly the same thing, it's going to be all real numbers. This next one was challenging mostly just because the numbers themselves were challenging. We have to distribute negative 3.6v minus 14.4. A lot of people did plus 14.4. Equals 2.7v minus 36. I'm going to add 3.6v to both sides. That goes away, and I have minus 14.4 equals 6.3v minus 36. Add 36 to both sides. That goes away. This becomes 21.6 equals 6.3v. Divide both sides by 6.3, and we get v equals about 3.42. Or 216 divided by 63, which is something 24 over 7, I believe. Yeah, so the answer is one solution, and it is something like this. Questions after. Would it be a good question for the video? All right, number 12, standard 12. I can write an equation from a word problem. Make sure you are defining your variable. 2 is 5 years older than her brother, Tuan. The sum of their ages is 51. So I'm going to say TU. TU is Tuan's age. T is Thu's age. I probably don't need that. Thu is 5 years older. So that would be TU plus 5. And their sum is going to be 51. So my equation is TU plus 5 equals 51. All right. I'm just going to solve this here, actually. I'm not going to write the declare sentences in the interest of time, but TU plus TU is 2. TU plus 5 is 51. Subtract 5 from both sides. 2 TU equals 46. Divide both sides by 2, and we get TU is 23. And T is 5 years older than that, so 28. And we can see that we add those together, we get 51. All right. A wood board is 100 centimeters long. It's cut into 2 pieces. Short piece, S. L is long piece. So short plus L equals 100. The long piece is 26 centimeters longer. So L equals S plus 26. So I have S plus 26 equals 100. That is my answer for standard 12. Now we'll solve it. 2S plus 26 equals 100. Subtract 26 from both sides. 2S equals 74. Divide by 2, and the short board is 37 inches. And if I add 26 to that, the longboard is 63 inches. Again, you should have written a sentence declaring that, and there's room for that on the back. The tough one. Tickets to a school play are $5 for adults and $3.50 for students. If the total value of all the tickets sold was $2,517.50 and 100 more students bought tickets than adults, how many adults and students bought tickets? A is going to be the number of adults. S is number of students. And I know that S equals the number of adults plus 100. Now, the tough part about this is the problem is asking about total value. So that would be adult tickets, like cost, plus student ticket cost equals total money. Adult cost, they were $5 per ticket. So in order to find out the amount of money made on adult tickets, you would take the number of adult tickets sold and you would multiply it by 5. So you would get 5 times A. Student tickets were $3.50, so you get 3.5 times S equals $2,517.50. So this is how we would calculate it. Obviously, there's 2 variables, so we're not done yet. I'm going to substitute A plus 100 for S. 5A plus 3.5, and this is, again, a very common mistake. You have to put parentheses here because you're not multiplying by A and then adding 100. You're multiplying by A plus 100 is 2,517.50. Distribute. So this was your answer for standard 12. Now I have 5A plus 3.5A plus 350 is equal to that number. 8.5A plus 350 is equal to that number. Subtract 350 from both sides. That goes away. 8.5A equals $2,167.50. Divide by 8.5. And the adult tickets were 255, which means student tickets were 355. And again, you should have put that in a nice declarative sentence. If you got a number that wasn't a whole number, that should have been a warning sign. Parts of people aren't going to buy tickets to the school play. So just a heads up on that. That was a challenging question. There will be a similar type question on the retake, though. Challenging, but I think worth it. With that, please have your test when you're watching this video. I should have said at the beginning of the video. But good luck. Retakes on Thursday. And one more time, say goodbye to 6th period.